Ready?
Yep.
Okay. So in 1885, the Holstein Association was the first cattle breed to be associated nationally. There are 7 breeds to the dairy cattle industry. They are Milking Shorthorn, Jersey, Ayrshire, Guernsey, Holstein, and Red and White Holstein. After the Holstein Association, along came the other breeds. In 1906, the first National Dairy Show happened, and it happened in Chicago. And in 1967, the World Dairy Expo, which is now known as the biggest dairy show, was first held. By the end of this presentation, you will be able to pick a good show cow, prepare your cow for show, and also show your cow, know how to show a cow. So first is how to pick a good show cow. And you do this by looking at a calf when it is young, approximately like 2 to 3 months old, to get a good feel for the calf. And you want to look for straight feet and legs, a strong top, depth in the ribs. You want to be able to see your ribs. Most people think that with cows, you're not supposed to be able to see bones, but you are supposed to be able to see bones in dairy cows. You want to look for a long-bodied cow. Height is always good, but now in the times they're getting away from height, so you really don't need to have the tallest animal in the ring. And you also want to look for a longer neck in your calf. Next is how to train your cow. So you don't want to wait too long to pick a calf and start training it, because it just gets harder as you start picking your animals and wait longer. They can be unruly at times, but you want to form a bond with your cow and be confident. Don't be scared, because your cow will sense that. You want to be able to have a good relationship. That way the cow can feel at ease. When you first start showing your cow, when you start training it, you want to get it to walk slowly, not too fast. If you start your calf out and you just let it run around, it's going to think that it can run around every time it gets out of the pen, so you don't want to do that. After you start by training it on a rope halter, which is this. You train it on a rope halter first, just so it gets used to you. Here's the rope halter. After you get it walking slowly, you kind of want to make sure that it's taking small enough steps so that its feet don't look funky. If you do have a cow with bad feet and legs, you can always correct it by taking smaller steps. After you get it walking slowly, you can then start to hold the head up, get in the process of holding the head up, because when you walk around the show ring, you must hold its head up so that it's even with back length, so its back stays straight. It might take a little while, the cow might get unruly, but eventually they'll calm down. Practice takes time. Practice makes perfect. So after you get it broke on the rope, you then use this chain halter, and this will reinforce some law with the cow. Basically, this chain lets the cow know that you're in control, and you do have some authority over it. This chain will pinch them. If they get uncontrolled, you can just like jerk on the chain, and it'll pretty much stop them from doing anything, unless you have a real crazy cow. It could possibly be worse. They could just go crazy. So after you've learned how to train your cow and everything, you'll then make it to a show. And to prepare your cow for a show, you'll have to fit it, is what we call it, and you take clippers, so you trim its whole body hair. You don't want to make it too long, but you don't want to make it too short so you see skin. So you trim everything off except for the belly hair and the top line hair. The top line hair is used to make its back straight. So you want to blow that up with a hair dryer, and you put hairspray in it, and you trim it so it's a mohawk, and it'll make the calf's back look a lot straighter and stronger. The belly hair is used to make so when you pick a calf, it is also supposed to have a good belly on it, so when you fill it, the belly will pull down and show more ribs. You can use the belly hair to make it look like your calf has a bigger belly if it's not filling right on show day. You can blow the hair up, and the belly hair will make it look like it has a bigger belly. And then basically you're ready for show then. Your calf must be clean, no dirt on your calf when you're showing it. No stains preferably. They have staining shampoo that you can use. And then you're ready for show. So when you walk in to the show ring, you're gonna smile because you are excited to be there after all the hard work that you've put in. You're excited, so you smile. And the judge will know that you're happy and excited to be there, and that'll really show. And then you walk in just like you trained it, head up, slowly, and you'll make a circle around the ring. And the judge may ask you questions. The questions that they may ask are birth date, the calf's sire, which is their father, and the calf's dam, which is their mother. And then after the judge is done talking to everyone and making his decisions, he'll pull you in line. And don't get disgusted with your placing, and don't get overly excited, because the judge will see that, and it could change your placing, which is very easily, and it does happen. Once you get cows side by side, they look a lot different than walking around the ring, so you can pick out their pros and cons versus other cows, and the judge will switch you. After you have been properly placed and the judge is done with everything, he'll start to give his reasonings, and then you exit the show ring just like you came in, and that's about it. And then you walk out of the show ring and you take it all in. You looked around the ring, you saw what kind of cows and the quality of the cows that were in there. If you won, you're happy. You competed with some of the best and you won. You dominated. If you lost, you say, you'll get them next time. You look and see what there was, and you say, maybe I can get my calf to look like that. And that's about it.